Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's have a look at the KV-4 kits. I call it the kits. It's a KTTS. It's a tier 8 tank destroyer that looks kind of like a KV-4. And it's another one of these things you can get in those engineering loot boxes, which you can re-roll and you can buy and you can gamble all your gold away to try and get one of these. We looked at the Chieftain yesterday. Let's look at this one. 227 pen for a tier 8 on the standard ammo. That's pretty good. 360 alpha, that's pretty good. 35 kilometers top speed, that's pretty slow. 0.36 dispersion, which sounds great because, I mean, the prototype, the one we just looked at, the base is 0.37. It's actually got a better stat than the Chieftain prototype. It has hull armor of 200 in the front, 125 and 125. Good side scraper, maybe. Hull or turret armor 250. It looks like a KV-4 body. Minus 5 degrees of gun depression is not that good. But let's watch a game. Let's watch a Karen playing this. He spelled Karen wrong. His name is Kanarin. Oh, I'm going to call you Karen. From the FNSRW clan. Shout out to you guys. KV-4 type turret, rear mounted. Can you side scrape? We didn't spend a lot of time going through the statistics. Of course, we know that statistics aren't the be-all. Oh, wait, it doesn't have... It's a non-traversable turret. Ay, ay, ay. Talk about a one-trick pony. Can this thing side scrape? The one good thing to look at is the armor view. I'm not doing a detailed review on this. These reviews have already been done by some good content providers. You know, Skill reviewed them, Des Games reviewed them. You can watch those if you want to see all the statistics and all the more in-depth analysis. We're just here to enjoy a little bit of gameplay and get some feedback from you guys. Have you won one by opening those engineering boxes? Have you tried it? What do you think of it? Have you faced them in the battlefield? What do you guys think? What do you think of the having to either try and win or buy those engineering boxes and that re-roll mechanic? You know, if you open it and you get a demount kit, you can re-roll for 250 gold. Then you open it again, re-roll for 250 gold, and you get another demount kit. You can re-roll again, and eventually you can re-roll again for 500 gold, and you can spend all your gold and maybe not get one. And what is going on here? Oh, he is not getting the enemy vehicle outline, but he's still hitting. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. You know what's interesting is the traverse on the, what do you call that? Turret traverse, or the angle of, is pretty good. Let's rewind the video here about 10 seconds and see if we can get the... You know that the angle that the gun is moving, the gun traverse angle, is pretty good. It's a kind of an interesting looking thing. Eh? It's a solid turret, but it's got that little... It's on a swivel stick. It's interesting. It's kind of like what's the other KV-4 with the weird turret like this? There's so many. Hey, of course we need another tier 8 Russian heavy. This one's technically a TD, but it's kind of like another KV-4. But this he's doing pretty good. He's got a little good traverse speed and good gun traverse angle. He's gone right in there. Okay, and he only bounced one shot. He bounced 250 damage. So I think this thing could probably side scrape, right? Look at that, with 125 millimeters of side armor. There's going to be some people that are fooled into shooting you in the side, kind of like the IS-4, which is the King side scraper. This thing, woo, tier 8, high alpha. It reloads pretty fast. It doesn't look super fast, but it has a little bit of agility. Maybe you want to equip this thing too with improved rotation. Look at this. He's manhandling a KV. No way. He's manhandling. Well, it's a tier 6. KV-2. You're not going to penetrate HE, so you're not going to do a lot of damage, but that poor KV-2. You know what? The KV-2 fired an AP shell, the Muppet. And a lot of people are doing that because they nerfed HE now. You look at that, look above my head. Armor, blocked by armor, 700. He blocked the 700 damage, which was an AP shell. So I feel bad for the KV-2. Poor tier 6 guy. Shoots a tier 8. Shot the tracks, didn't penetrate. And even if he didn't just hit the track, no, it says blocked by armor, so he didn't shoot the tracks. I guess his side armor could not penetrate it because 125 mils of side armor probably angled. He's not going to pen. And the KV-2 is dead. Boy, the once proud KV-2. Guys, send me some KV-2 games. We need to watch shooting HE. I want to see a great KV-2 game again with HE. That's what I want to see. Make the KV-2 HE work again. Make KV-2 HE great again. We should get a hat. Right? Make KV-2 HE great again. Put it in the merch shop. Make the KV-2 great again. Hey, you know, I've seen some good games. If RNG is on your side, you can still have great games. And look at this guy. Karen, you're such a Karen. Look at this. Okay, aim. Did he hit it, or did one of his teammates actually hit that shot? It looked like he did, but I think someone else did. He's at 6,000 damage. Just another tank, guys. Just another weird KV-4 tank. Oh, we know where the artillery is now. Well, we knew where he was the whole game. Now, okay, he's going to face a Borsig. Will the Borsig penetrate him? And what gun does the Borsig have? No, the Borsig... What did the Borsig even hit? The It says it's blocked by armor. I think the Borsig hit his side obliquely, 125 mils, and the tracks, and it just... He had the big gun too, right? He bounced 750 from the Borsig. Ay. So at tier 8, in this particular game, oh, he reloads HE up the ass. 429. Did you see that? He was thinking. Now a little bit of HE up the ass again. Boom. And he's still got HE loaded, and he's going to shoot the... Oh, look at this. This has got a fast reload. And that's it. He sneaks Top Gun out of that. Well done, my friend. 7,665 damage, 6 kills. Shall we do the math, guys? Shall we do the 132,000 minus 4,000 minus 22,000 minus 28,000 equals 144,000? Shall we review this? Let's watch I Don't Know, where my sk, and your name is too long, I can't read it, from the MS Deek clan. Shout out to you guys. And you know what's apparent, guys? This is really a heavy tank, right? It's not a sit in the bush at the back tank destroyer. It's a heavy tank. It's an assault tank destroyer, I guess. It's like the British assault tank destroyers, but that can actually work. And it's interesting when they introduce stuff like this. The matchmaker has to be very careful when you have these tanks that have different characteristics like this. Like this, basically, his team has an extra heavy tank if the matchmaker does not put a heavily armored tank destroyer on the enemy team. You know what I mean, guys? Let's see if it happens in this game. What does the enemy team have? I think it's probably this looks balanced, but for example, if his team got 2 of these and the enemy team got 2, see, they got a T-28, which is okay. This is probably balanced. But if the enemy team got 2 Borsigs, or I don't know, 2 lightly armored sniper type TDs, then it's kind of an unbalanced situation. And if you're on a map with lots of bushes and long lines of fire, and light tanks play a role in that type of game, then maybe the Borsigs have the advantage, right? Because they can stay hidden and they can snipe. But if you're on a city map and one team gets the 2 lightly armored TDs and your team gets the 2 heavily armored TDs that are more like heavy tanks, then the heavily armored ones have the advantage. So it can... What I'm saying is, if you introduce stuff like this that's this is very close to a heavy tank, but it's technically a tank destroyer. The matchmaker has to do a good job at balancing the teams. I'm not saying they shouldn't introduce this. I'm not saying it's a dumb idea. It's fine, right? It's fine. It's just it's good that there's different kinds of tanks, different characteristics, and all that stuff. That's all good. But my point is, when you introduce stuff like this, you have to make sure that the matchmaker can handle it. Otherwise, you get lopsided. You get games that are just completely lopsided. I'll give you another example. If some tanks have really good gun depression and strong turrets, right? Like the nice shot. Like the 60 TP or the Chieftain or the tanks that have really good turrets and good gun depression. And then there's some tanks that are big, huge turds, like the what is it called? Like the Japanese one, the big Japanese heavy, or the E100 or the Mouse, right? They're all heavy tanks, but if you give one team 3 Mouses or 3 E100s, and you give another team 3 Chieftains or 3 tanks that have really good gun depression, and then it just happens that the map you're on is Sand River or El Halouf, where you got to go to that, where at the rocks where it's all about gun depression. If you get a map that's all about gun depression, GG if you're in the heavily armored tanks without gun depression. On the other hand, you're in a city like this, you give one team 3 Mouses and the other team 3 Chieftains. Well, the Mouses have then they should win. So, long-winded explanation. I know I could have done this probably in 15 seconds instead of taking 5 minutes. The point is, the matchmaker can wreck the game if it doesn't know what it's doing when you have these tanks that don't have similar characteristics on either side. So the wargaming, you gotta make sure you upgrade the sophistication of your matchmaker when you have such a variety of tanks. That's my point. And I don't know if it's doing that good a job. When it does a good job, then the games are close and they're fun. When it doesn't do a good job, there's blowouts. So, oh, look at this. This guy's played while I've babbled like this. This guy's really played aggressive, and you can tell he's not playing. He's playing like an assault tank destroyer, like an Object 268 version 4, or like maybe like a Badger should do it. And he just doesn't give a shit. He's just moving up there. Look at that, just going for it. Well played, my friend. Well played. The only guy alive is the ELC Even, who's running away. And the ELC Even ran away. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Let me know what you guys think of the little diatribe I had about the balancing the teams when you introduce weird tanks like this. It's very important for the matchmaker. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll read your comments. I don't know, where is my skill? That's his name. Well played, my friend. 7,100 damage. And a little bit of Russian math. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments. I'll read them, and I'll catch you on the next one.